to exploring the car. Driving shaman sessions. Look at this amazing scenery. I drive through the mountains on my way to work. Oh look, there's Sasquatch. But if you do look close, you will see the woods are alive, my friends. I wonder if that cop just saw me doing that shit. So this morning we got some interesting things to talk about here on Exploring the Ka, research I've been doing, and I'm setting up actually a Patreon where I will be doing longer videos, more in-depth videos, and where I'm not driving, where I'll actually be able to show illustrations and share research and books that I have where to back up some of my theories and experiences, so we could try to figure out and reveal the truth, the hidden truth. And it's a truth movement. Well, I don't want to call it a movement, but it's just a desire for us to know and have some answers to it all. What are we doing here? Where are we from? Who are we? And why? And why do we have that in us? Because like I've always said, a dog, pretty sure a dog doesn't sit there and wonder why and how and who he is and where he came from. A dog's a dog, right? Dogs know what dogs do. A horse is a horse. And a horse knows what horses do, right? But a human is a confused race. Look at this. Just 30 minutes from New York City and you're in the mountains. So this physical plane, right? This physical plane, in my opinion, in my belief, we've been hijacked. Our consciousness and our world, our material world, has been hijacked. And the thing is that we can take our consciousness back. The physical world is a little bit harder. If you're watching this, if you're getting chills when I talk, then you've already taken your consciousness back. You've already begun to remember who you freaking are. Remember, it's embedded deep within your genetic memory, deep within the remembrance, the aroma of your past. Look behind your reflection and you'll find it. So this hijack, I feel, is run by an order, an army of ritualistic, high capabilities, robotic-like, soulless, machine, serpentine, insectoid type energies. And go through the ancient scriptures, we see them called by many names, from Lucifer, Semyaza, Azazel, Baphomet. We've got beings coming out of everything. And then we have this being, and then we have Yahweh, right? We have Yahweh, which is the God of the Jews, and the one, he was one. But then you have the worship of Baal or Baal, and he was the gods of many. There were many types of these gods. The being Baal or Baal or Baal. Baal means owner. The word Baal literally means owner. And what is this material plane about? It is about owning things. It is about possession of land. It is about possession of material things. It is about ownership. And he is the god of land and fertility and ownership. He means owner. And when you worship Baal, he owns you. And he allows you to own land if you're loyal. If you worship, the more dedicated, the more followers you get to him, the more recruits you get, the more land you will own. Very simple. So, if you see people in our physical plane, possibly like Donald Trump, even if he's not aware, consciously, in his genetic memory might be the pact with Baal. Just saying. Hypothetically. Somewhere along the line, the battle between Yahweh and Baal, Yahweh won, right? Yahweh has supposedly been the God ruling this world, right? It's the most popular religion, is the Abrahamic religions. What is really going on here? You think if there was two entities at war over ownership, and so much was on the line, armies of genetic ancestors, armies of information, you think one would ever give up? connecting certain dots that others may have thought as well. Who knows? But we need to get this out there, and it's really remarkable because now certain things that people may have read before is taking on new meaning as we're uncovering and pulling in more and more information. In this time of awakening and remembrance. This is the becoming. King Og, the giant, goes to battle with NimRod. NimRod was the giant who was circumcising his followers. And King Og talks of a darkness, an unnatural darkness that infiltrated his very being. And in my Patreon, my longer videos, I will point out all these different places in history, all these scriptures that the Vatican and other people of power have suppressed. Sorry, I'm driving. It's like crazy on the road right now. So much better when we have more time to discuss these things, and hopefully we can have some feedback and back and forth with some of the listeners. But yeah, I think Baal or Baal is one of the generals that is ruling this material world. If not one of the high-ups, or maybe even Lucifer himself, whatever you want to call it. But there was different versions of Baal. Baal of the moon, Baal of the earth, Baal of the sun. You had his brother, I think Mog or something like that. Baphomet is related to this being, whatever this. To me, he's one of the Draco. What we call the Draco. I think that's what the Seraphim are confused with as well. They're Draco. These machine-like, robotic serpent-type entities that are DNA monsters. And they have a programmed consciousness and supernatural abilities in our plane. And these giants, these ancient giants, are their children, their creations. So in part, I believe a lot of what Gary Wayne is talking about. I'm just not a Christian, and I don't believe in certain things about the God of the Bible and who they're talking about. I don't want to even get into that, but yeah, I'm definitely... But certain things that he says, I feel is on track. You know, with the giants and certain bloodlines, but... Like when he says that when the giants were killed, their souls are like disembodied spirits on this planet, and I believe there is something to that, and that is true in some cases. That what we think is poltergeists and things like this and hauntings are most likely some kind of disembodied spirit. Even if you're talking to the dead, it might be one of these entities that can tap into the Akashic and tap into anything that's ever been thought in your ancestral line and done, and can mimic it. Just so it can feed on that emotion it gets from you. And it gives them power, and it makes them stay relevant in this realm. And if enough energy is given to it, and then possibly even blood and sacrifice, and it darkens you, and you become, you know, obsessed by that other world, it can get pulled into this dimension for short periods of time, and then it has to feed to stay here. Feed on blood. But yeah, we're getting crazy here this morning on exploring the car, and I'm about to go into work. Alright, so that was pretty intense. But, like I said, look forward to my new Patreon coming up. And me and Mika are setting it up. Hopefully she'll help me, because I'm not really good with computers. So, I definitely want to do that, though. I gotta ask her to help me, though, because I'm not really, I mean, I figure it out eventually with computers, but I haven't used them that much in my life, so I'm just learning still. We'll see you tomorrow or sometime this week. Spiral out.